Everything's coming up PK right now, man.
Yeah, it feels like the summer of Subban, if I'm not lying.
Summer of
here.
Subban, arguably the most popular athlete in Nashville. By the day, one of the more popular athletes in the United States of America. I don't know where to begin. Well, let's begin where it kind of started with PK Subban. PK is joining us from a rink in the Toronto area.
Subban, I'm here at Westwood Arena. The intensity and the atmosphere down here by the bench, guys, it's unbelievable. These kids, they're practicing hard. They're going 150 miles an hour down here. It's incredible. Like, words can't even explain it, guys. I wish you guys were here. It's awesome.
PK, how many good Canadian boys? How many good Canadian boys are over there?
Defense League.
Oh, I wanted more. PK, I wanted you stopped. I wanted.
Just took Pierre Maguire's job.
You were doing a Sportsnet audition there. It was fantastic.
Ovechkin's galloping through the middle of the ice. It's unbelievable to watch.
All right, PK, we appreciate it, man. Your camps are going on right now. For those not familiar, talk about the camp that's happening here in Toronto, the one in Montreal, why it means so much to you, and the significance of where you are now. Walk us through it.
Yeah, well, you know what? First of all, I started my hockey career obviously in Montreal, and you know, very, very thankful to have that platform to start a foundation and support the Montreal Children's Hospital, and I've done so much there. But you know, obviously being from Toronto, having my family and a lot of my friends here, wanted to start to come back home and do some things here. And this year we decided to do a hockey camp here in Toronto, and it's been awesome. It's been great. It's been well received, and we got some great players out here who feel that they're getting better and who have gotten better over the past 3 days. And we just want to give them an opportunity to come out, work on their skills, and support my foundation.
So it's the Subban Defense League, and it's going on in Toronto right now. Obviously in Montreal, it'll go on August 25th and 26th. Sid and I were talking about how, you know, you end up getting traded from Montreal. I think people have heard the story before, but it seems like it's still important for you to go back to Montreal and still have your fingers on the pulse. And that, why does it mean so much to go back and do things in Montreal, even though you're not playing there anymore?
Well, it'll always be important, and I'll always go back just because I got a lot of friends there, friends that I would consider family. And, you know, also I made a commitment. I made a commitment to the children there. I made a commitment to a lot of families, and gave a lot of people hope that there was help on the way. And I'm just trying to follow through on my commitment. But not only that, I love the city. Love Montreal. It's a great place to visit, and haven't had a chance to get there this summer, so I'm really looking forward to the gala. And not only that, I mean, just seeing the people step up year in and year out to help support me, and people who are very, very successful people that I'm sure give a lot of money to charities and help. But you know, with Nadia Saputo and who's helping us this year, helping organize the gala, you know, it's just awesome. For me, it's hard to explain because I get emotional about it, seeing people wanting to help give back, and that's what it's all about. When you make a commitment like that, it's not just about raising money, it's about influencing other people to want to get involved and help. And my team with my sisters and Alex Tolch and all the people that help out, from the security team to the people that organize things, organize the events, that go out and you know, sit down and have meetings with you know, donors and people that are going to help support us to buy tables and give back, and giving tours of the hospital. All those things, it takes you know, a village of people, you know, and I'm just happy to have that support. Really, I am.
I got to follow up because yesterday we were talking about LeBron James building a school, and I know you got a little bit of a relationship with LeBron. Like, what did you think when we were talking about athletes who are philanthropists and who work hard, and you're describing what you got to do to put into it? Like, what did you think when you heard and saw what LeBron James has done in Akron?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's not about what he has done. It's about the fact that he sees a need to do something.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what people need to focus on. I mean, everybody can be critical of anything that you do. And it kind of makes me sick to see people trying to criticize him and be critical of what happened yesterday. And it's just like, why can't we just support somebody who's been extremely successful in their profession, who's made a ton of money, who's won championships, but still sees a need to not just help his family, but help other people that need it. And I think it's amazing. I think it's great to see athletes like that have such a big influence on not just people like me, but just people in general. And LeBron obviously is a mogul and is an influencer, both not only in the sports world, but in pop culture and around the world. And to have someone like that doing those things, I think it puts everybody on notice that we do have more things to consider than just dribbling a basketball or shooting a hockey puck or kicking a soccer ball. We have a bigger responsibility than that, and I think it's on us to make sure that we make that a priority.
Well said.
And it's not just shut up and dribble, or shut up and skate and go win a Norris Trophy or whatnot, right? Like this is the worm's turning in that conversation, right? Like it's got like the more you see, the more the conversation develops. It's not that at all, is it?
Well, good luck getting me to shut up and do anything. I mean, I never shut up. But you know what? I think that, you know what? When you have an athlete like that that's been so successful as LeBron James has, and the other athletes that have done things, you know what? It makes you feel different. It gives you a different feeling. I mean, it gives you a purpose also. It's hard to explain. People ask why. Why does LeBron do it? Why do I give money to charity? Why does this person do that? Well, when you see the look on people's faces and you're there, you see the kids, you see the help. It's really breathtaking. And I actually sent LeBron a text yesterday. He and Maverick Carter, telling them congratulations. And I just said, the game changed, and he had wrote back 100%. And I think that's what it's about. I think he is changing the game with a lot of the things that he does, not just on the court but off the court. I mean, you look at the deals and the business opportunities that he's capitalized on. He's got his own production company. He's got a school now. There's so many different things that he's doing while still being the best basketball player on the planet. So it's pretty amazing to watch. I'm just happy to have a relationship with him and try to take anything that I can from him and bring it to my career and what I try to do.
For the record, I texted him as well yesterday. He didn't get back to me yet.
No, not yet.
I'm sure he will, PK. I'm
yeah,
sure he will.
You know what? I'll follow up. I'll follow up with him on that.
Get back to Sam.
Yeah, he'll get back to me. I'm sure he will. PK, I want to talk. We bring up Montreal, obviously, because it's still a city that you love. And we're 2 years removed from that deal now. There's a lot of water under the bridge. You are doing phenomenally well. You're in a great market that you have embraced and has embraced you, and you guys are in the second round at least now a couple of years. Yeah. So I feel comfortable asking you this question, PK, because maybe right after the deal I wouldn't feel comfortable asking you because it was so raw. Is there anything you would have done differently with the organization before it ended? Like a conversation with Jeff, Mark. I'm talking literally anything. If you could have one do-over in Montreal, what would it be?
Oh, there's a million things that I would have changed, or maybe that I would have done differently. But then I look at it this way: I wouldn't be the person that I am today. Maybe I wouldn't be the hockey player that I am today. I think that what you learn throughout business is patience. In your profession, you learn patience, and I think patience and youth don't always go hand in hand. And if you're young and you can exude patience in things, which I believe I have throughout my career, I've been very, very patient with my career, patient with my body, patient with things that I want to achieve, and understanding that not everything comes right away. I think that when I look at my career, everything that I've done, there's pros and cons to everything, but the difference is can you look at something and say, okay, this is what I'm going to change to move forward. So if there was anything specifically that somebody asked me about, like, PK, you did this or you made this decision, would you have done it differently? I don't know. Maybe if I would have done things differently, I wouldn't be sitting in this position today. I mean, going to Nashville got me to a Stanley Cup final and got me an opportunity to win a Stanley Cup, and I believe that window's still open to do that. So, me being in Nashville for me is a huge positive. But as far as one thing in my life I never have is any regrets, because I know where my heart lies, and I know what I believe in, and I know what I wake up to do every morning, and that's to be a better hockey player and a better person. And I just I really give people everything that I have. And I know that when I was in Montreal, I gave everything I had, both on and off the ice. And at the end of the day, if it's not enough, then it's not enough. But you have to move forward. It's a business, and that's what I chose to do. Now I'm just trying to follow through on my commitments that I've made and help my team win a Stanley Cup.
It's funny. We began the conversation in our pre-show meeting talking about the similarities between your deal from Montreal and what just happened to DeMar DeRozan, a guy who loves his city, a guy who was blindsided by a deal. Like, can you feel what he is going through right now and why he is kind of sort of bitter at this juncture in time?
Yeah, you know, if I go back to when I was traded, I mean, I think I was very, you know, upfront and forthright and truthful, you know, about everything that I said. I was very honest about how I felt, but I also, you know, I didn't see the need to show any serious frustration. I think the frustration would have been from not being able to bring a Stanley Cup back. But as far as being traded, the frustration wasn't that. I mean, you know, as a professional athlete that you can be traded. That's just the reality of it. And, you know, I don't think anybody's going to feel sorry for you when you're making $9 million a year and you're going to a state that, you know, barely has any taxes, and you're going to a good hockey club and you know, in a good city, a great city that has great weather and great people and is a fun place to play. You'd be hard-pressed to find people that feel sorry for you. I think what made my situation different than DeMar's was the fact that I had the connection to the hospital and the community that was it was deep-rooted. And not to say that he didn't have deep roots here, but, you know, I think the donation to the hospital made everything a little bit more difficult, you know, for everyone. But that's also a part of the business. You know, my donation to the hospital has really nothing to do with what happens on the ice, and that's where the decisions are made. So, you know, maybe if I could change anything, you know, from that year, my last year in Montreal, maybe it would be to have a better year than, you know, 51 points that I had, and maybe help our team make the playoffs, but just didn't happen. For DeMar, I mean, being traded, I guess he assumed that he was going to be there for the whole of his career, just like I did. And it's tough. You know, it's emotional, I'm sure. You know, it's a tough pill to swallow, but you have to move forward. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for him to go to San Antonio and work with Pop, who's a Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Fame coach. They got a great system. So I look forward to watching him play. I think he's going to really excel there. And I think when he looks back on it, he's going to obviously come back to the city. He's going to love it. And, you know, he'll be able to move forward for sure.
All right. We mentioned the summer of Subban. Cover SI Sports and Style. Cover NHL 2019. Got you on the gram, too, Subban. And you're pretty good at the work-play balance. Kids' Choice Awards, Harvard. I saw Kate Beckinsale, Sharon Stone, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, big-time stuff here. What was the most fun?
Prime time. What was the most fun? To be honest with you, just spending time with my girl. I mean, I've had, you know, with Lindsay, it's been great. We're both really, really busy. Best part, probably just living in LA. It's my first summer living there. Usually I'm in Toronto. Decided to change things up and go to LA for the summer, and it's been fantastic living there. It's a great lifestyle, great weather every day, great people, and yeah, just really enjoying myself. I can't believe how fast. This has probably been one of the fastest summers that I've ever experienced through my career, and I guess that happens when you're having fun and you know, been healthy and just enjoying life, man. I think that's what you should do, you know, and I don't ever really post my stuff expecting it to make Sportsnet or TSN, but I kind of try to share my summer with my fans and people that support me, and it seems that everybody finds out about what I'm doing. So, you know, maybe people should try to take some vacation time too and enjoy themselves, and yeah. It's fun. It's been a great summer. I can't complain, man. I can't complain. But I'm ready for the season to start.
Well, PK, I have one complaint about your summer. Okay. And in your career, any NHLer has been in shark-infested waters at some point, metaphorically.
Right. Hold on 1 second, guys.
Shoot.
Hold on. I can't. Sorry, guys. I couldn't hear you. What was that?
No, the camp's running.
One
breaking
problem
it down,
with
Subban.
Don't let us stop the camp, please. Let the kids do their thing.
These kids making all that noise. They're celebrating on the ice. I don't know what they're doing.
Get off my lawn.
They're doing celebrations, banging sticks. Get off the ice. Let's go. I'm just kidding.
Sorry. What I was asking you was, you mentioned Lindsay, a good friend of yours, obviously. She was part of Shark Week on Discovery. Will PK Subban be part of Shark Week in 2019?
You know, when Lindsay said that she was going on Shark Week, she had asked me, she said, hey, we should do that one time, go swim with sharks. And I was pretty frank with her. I kind of paused for a minute and I said, Lindsay, I got enough thrills in my life as it is, like 82-game season, long years. Like, there's enough thrills. I don't need to be jumping in the water with sharks. And especially as a black guy, I don't want to be mistaken for a seal or something like that, and he takes my leg off while I'm playing. So I said, listen, let's park the sharks for now. Let's park the skydiving, because she likes the adrenaline rush, right? She wants to jump out of planes and do all that crazy stuff, flying down mountains. I'm just not into it. So, yeah, I let the Shark Week sleep. I love sharks. I think they're amazing creatures. I think that people need to just leave them alone. And I'm sure that they're kind of harmless if you respect them. I kind of watched the segment with her, and I learned a lot about it. But I don't think you're going to see me swimming with sharks anytime soon, to be honest with you.
I'm with you. Bleep the sharks.
I'm just making
Don't
notes.
put me anywhere near sharks.
I don't want to be mistaken for a seal. Well, let's be honest. Me in one of those bodysuits under the water, it's like, come on. I don't have the blonde hair, right? Where they're like, oh, whoa, it's just dark.
I don't know if that makes a difference to a shark, but
I don't think sharks really think it through like that.
They're just indiscriminate with their teeth.
So just in summary, PK respects sharks a great deal.
Right.
But no way in hell would participate
they're great.
Shark Week.
Right.
Just make
Burnsy's enough.
Yeah.
Brent Burns is enough.
Well, here's a part of the problem is that I'm not the greatest swimmer either. So it's not like I got a chance, right? At least Lindsay she's a great swimmer, right? Like me, it's like I got no chance once I get in the water, right? I can't. Like,
I don't think Ryan
Lochte's
Lochte's out swimming the shark, though. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I mean, right? But at least he's got a chance. He's got a chance to save himself.
No, but to echo what Tim just said, the only sharks you want to see are in the Western Conference Final, right?
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind seeing them. Bring it on. Let's go.
All right.
Hold on.
Saved by the bell. All right. That's how you cap an interview.
Yes.
PK, enjoy. Please stop yelling at the children.
Yes.
Enjoy the camp, and have fun in Montreal, and enjoy what has been a pretty good.
What are you guys doing? Let's go. I want to see some more of those celebrations. Let's go. I want to see some more of those celebrations. I'm sorry. I got to give it to these guys.
No, you got to coach him up. PK, all the best, man.
Hey,
appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for having me. All right.
There we go again.
That's how you close that.